Should we play ball? Puppies! How you doing?
Okie pokey weirdos, I'm Rev, and welcome to 1 week in my life.
Ain't you a pretty boy?
I can film this music video.
Okay. Walk.
It might be 2 weeks depending on how interesting I am this week. However, I do have a lot going on. I also have a commission that I want to finish. There's this blue sweater that I want to get done by this week. I also need to go to Goodwill, return a thing, and buy more supplies for this commission. I have to go to the dentist because I have a toothache. One. Hi, I needed to make an appointment because I have a toothache. I've also been needing to get a cleaning. Alrighty then, thank you. No new patients, even though the website says they're taking new patients. Hi, I wanted to get an appointment because I have a toothache and I've also been needing to get a cleaning. I also need to renew my P.O. box. I have pet sitting to do this week and all kinds of other stuff. So let's see what I get done this week. Let's go on an adventure. It was actually a bit sad for me to walk into that Goodwill because 2 weeks prior, I had had a job interview and I'd verbally been told that I got the job. But then I waited a whole week when I was supposed to get an email within 3 days to tell me next steps. So after that week, I made a call and was like, hey, I was told I have the job. What's going on? And the one on the phone was not the manager I'd talked to in person, and the one on the phone went, oh yeah, we decided to go in a different direction. Have a great day. It ticked me off so much, and I kind of hated coming into that store again, but I needed supplies. From running errands, I need to get out of my sweaty clothes. I'm gonna make my smoothie, and then we can have a little haul, and then I gotta get to a commission. We got the main thing I went out to get. A black spandex shirt. This is to go under the commission because the whole sweater needs a black underlayer and I thought I'd work smarter, not harder. This I thought would work perfectly for a Grecian goddess concept I have for a music video that I'm waiting to film because I have this toothache or sinus infection or whatever it is that I'm going to go get it checked on tomorrow. Once that clears up, I can film this music video. And then I could not resist the cute Powerpuff Girls shoes. The puppy I'm pet sitting likes to eat shoes. These are still holding on for dear life at the moment. They're okay for now. They were only $6, so I couldn't leave them. Normally, I'm a 5 or a 6 in children's. This is a 4, but we do have shoe stretchers. So I'm gonna see if the shoe stretchers take care of these. On to the commission. First things first, this needs to be washed. Nope, denied. Don't eat it. Bird nesting. Come on. Figured it out, the needle was too small and also dull, so I threw away that needle. We have a size 16 in here now. I tried to go for an 18, but all of my 18s were too dull. Let's hope a 16 works. It just keeps getting stuck because the fabric's so thick. Crank it by hand.
past the parts that make it angry.
Focus. I also missed the stitching for where the plastic is right here anyway, so I have to seam rip it anyway.
Keeps ripping through the plastic. The plastic's also making it really difficult to sew. It is 7 p.m. now. I stopped working on the commission at about 4 because my mom came home, so we made dinner and the whole family ate dinner while watching Endor together. I did my workout and we did all the things. We played card games together, all that good stuff. Now I must do my finalizing for the evening so that I can go to the dentist. I gotta fill out paperwork, fun. And then I'm probably gonna go to bed because I have to go to an early dentist appointment, and I also want to get up early enough to work on the commission for about an hour before I leave because I'm going to be pet sitting immediately after the dentist appointment. I got stuff to do tomorrow. So let's set myself up for success tonight so that I don't have anything extra to work on tomorrow. I've already been on the waiting list for my dentist for the past 7 months, and they haven't gotten me in because all their dentists keep quitting. Well, appointment over, and now I am walking to pet sitting in the rain because I had to pay for an Uber to get to the dentist, and then I had to pay for an Uber to get to the pharmacy, and I'm not willing to pay for another Uber to get to pet sitting. And then I'll probably have to walk home as well. And it turns out I likely have a hairline fracture in my tooth, and that's why it's been hurting so bad lately. Everybody's so loud because it's raining. They didn't actually have good enough... Ow, calm down, man. They didn't actually have good enough x-ray machines at that doctor's place to be able to figure out if I have a hairline fracture, because if I do, it's small enough the machine can't see it. But because I'm in so much pain and I have a very high pain tolerance, they're like, yeah, it's probably a hairline fracture. So now I have to go through with the referral to go to an official ortho and get that situated. I have to get Invisalign because braces are too rough on my teeth and my teeth would just shatter. Love that. So now we walk in the rain until I get to pet sitting and I can stay there for an hour and a half. And then I go home in the rain. Or maybe, hopefully, it'll stop raining by then. We shall see. Hi. Hello. Say hi. My little cherry blossom tree. Recap before I go to bed. I have to start wearing one of these again because I fractured a tooth and now I need to keep myself from grinding my teeth so I don't fracture this one worse or fracture other ones. I say again because I used to wear one when I was 13, 14, but I kept taking it out in my sleep and losing them and having to get another one. That wasn't working so well. Now we've gotten a more expensive one that was heat formed to my teeth, so hopefully that'll work, because I'm in a lot of pain. The doctor suggested and desperately wanted to give me Botox today, but my insurance did not cover it, and it cost over $300. So I was not comfortable with that being so far outside of my budget at the moment. So I did not get the Botox. So this is one of my options to lessen the pain, outside of basic painkillers, which I was already using and not working very well. Next steps on the teeth will be going to ortho and getting that checked out, getting an Invisalign figured out. I was told last time when I looked into something like getting my teeth realigned that I would need a couple surgeries before I could even get an Invisalign, so we'll see how that goes. It's a bit of a mess. And it was raining all day today. I walked home in the rain. I rode my bike to the place where I pet sit, rode my bike back, and I was absolutely soaked, cold and wet for the largest majority of the day. I took a hot bath to thaw out and relax because going to the dentist severely stresses me out. I'm not quite as stressed out about this now though, since I know what it is. I thought it was kind of ridiculous that it hurt so much if it was just a sinus infection. Although, it was funny. I had a dream that kind of went into what was going on here, because I woke up on Friday morning with it aching, went to bed Saturday night with it hurting really bad, and with it hurting so bad, I dreamt that Joel from Last of Us punched me in the face and broke my nose because he thought I was a firefly. So I kept joking with my family that my face hurts so bad because Joel broke my nose. I came home today and went, nope, he didn't break my nose. He broke my tooth. So, I shall now start getting ready for bed. I gotta do yoga and meditation. I have a whole hour-long wind-down system to help my body relax, especially after today where my fight or flight was just going off like crazy. And even the lady cleaning my teeth, noticing my muscle twitching while I was laying in the chair, she went, "Oh, honey, that's a fight or flight. Calm down a little, I got you." Time to get ready for bed. And hopefully it won't spit this out in the middle of the night. Hopefully it'll stay in my face, and hopefully my teeth won't hurt so much in the morning. Fingers crossed. Good night. Let's go. Come on. Get your face out of the bushes. If you compare this one to this one went really crooked, and now I know acetone works. So I'm just gonna completely wipe this off and start over on this one, because this one came out all uniform and pretty. Go. With having gotten back from Percy's second walk, we have about a half hour before lunch, and I don't really want to go back to the commission because it takes me about 15 minutes to get into the zone. So, we have this mess. You know how most people have a chair? I have a box. And it became an absolute mess after yesterday because I was trying to find all the things I needed for all the rainy messiness. So it's time to get this cleaned up. We also have boxes falling out of my closet, but I'm not going to fix that at the moment. Priority is box and mess in floor that should be in box. First, I gotta switch everything that had been in this bag from yesterday back into my usual daily bag. This guy's a lot smaller, carries a lot less, but I usually prefer him because he's really sturdy and he glows in the dark. This bag is still wet after all of yesterday. EpiPen. Got my nuts. And this container leaked. That's why everything's sticky in here. Ah, okay. Love that. I gotta go wash these. Hang on. Got a jacket that needs to be hung up. Got extra bags. And then we can roll them up and put them away. I love that T'Challa's bag can roll in on itself. Another backpack. Another lunchbox. This is a hat for Two-Face. We also have gloves that I use for toothpaste and Grell. And all of my Grell stuff is in this box. So I'll need to send this all downstairs into the costume bins. And I think I'll pack my umbrella this time, just in case it starts raining again while I am out. I need to fold these backdrops again. Oh, lovely. All the pins are jumping out. Okay, that's gonna be really stabby in the bottom of the box now. These pieces of ribbon are supposed to be in this cauldron so that all the pins wouldn't jump out and get stuck in the bottom of the box, but that did not happen. So now I have to go pin fishing in the bottom of the box. This is a bag of Harley Quinn stuff. I gotta finish up on that video. And if you're wondering why I have so many of these bottles, it's because I cut off the tops and used the little screw top pieces for various cosplay parts and functions and all that good stuff. I'm just going to use this thing so that I don't have to drag out the ring light. Bob holds my pins. That'll do, pig. That'll do. It's very noisy. I forgot to give y'all an update on this thing. I actually slept with it in my face almost all night. I woke up at 6 a.m. because of my mom's alarm. I don't usually have to get up until 7. So when I woke up at that time, I took it out but then fell back asleep. So it stayed in my mouth for the largest majority of the night. Custom fit seems to be working for me. And thankfully my mouth is not hurting nearly as much. It's really sore from holding it open for so long at the dentist's, and this still hurts quite a bit, but my whole mouth does not hurt the way it normally does first thing in the morning, which is really nice. Also, can you tell I like Wolverine? Hello. Wednesday recap time. I rode my bike to and from work, pet sitting, in the rain, got home, got in dry clothes, had dinner, ate with my family, watched another episode of Andor with them, played Beetlejuice Uno with them, and then I worked out, took a bath because my body still hurts like crazy from going to the dentist and stressing me out like crazy. And then I was hoping to do my nails, but it was already kind of late and I need to start getting ready for bed since I have such a long routine to wind down. But before starting to wind down, I went to check my emails. I have been applying to a number of smaller part-time jobs around town so that I can earn more money, because at the moment neither of my 2 YouTube channels are monetized. The commissions only get me so much, and pet sitting only gets me so much. But if you have watched my video on why I am becoming a full-time artist, you'll know that it has been very difficult for me to get a job just because they go and call my previous employer, and then there are problems. Go check that video out if you haven't seen it yet, because there's more detail in there. With my latest round of applications, I applied to a number of barista jobs. Pretty much the one job type I never wanted to go back to, i.e. food service. But I wanted to be able to help my mom pay the bills and for groceries and all that other good stuff. I got turned down by Starbucks. Most likely because they called my previous employer. So, I was very ticked off, but there was a silver lining to this story because then I went to check my costume-related email. I had a message from Etsy saying I made a sale. Normally those sales are digital products, my sewing patterns. So I was like, okay, cool. But I opened it up, and it was for a purchase that was over $20. None of my sewing patterns are over $20. So I went to check what sold, and it was my first keychain sale. Megan, if you are watching, thank you ever so much. It might be just a little keychain, but it is a massive win for me to see that the keychains are finally working out. Thank you, and thank you again. I plan to package that up tomorrow morning and leave early for work so that I can drop that off at the post office and get it to you as soon as possible. Although she did buy it from Etsy, which is going to be a little more expensive on her side, and I also will not see as much of a profit from it. So if any of you want my keychains or any other pieces that are handmade by me that I am selling, please go check out my website. It is always linked in the description. Selling this Fruits Basket keychain, that is so hard to say, has been a massive win for me tonight, and I am ever so grateful. So thank you, Megan. And I'm gonna go to bed now, get up early in the morning, work on a commission, and go dog sit again. Good night.
Hi. Are you enjoying your lunch?
Just dropped that package off at the post office. Now I'm going to go back home, take product photos while it's still sunny, and hopefully get to a commission as well. And picked up some bananas on my way home because pet sitting was canceled. Her husband decided to stay home with dogs. So, bananas for smoothie and cereal. And something else. My sunglasses broke while I was out. That orange puppy I pet sit has chomped on them just enough times that adding a little bit too much friction caused them to snap in half. I'll super glue them. That'll last me a couple of days until we can pick up new ones. Time to take product photos. With the pet sitting, I normally walk the dogs for a half hour and then we watch TV together. My boss doesn't mind me just chilling with them, so me walking them or playing with them for just a half hour wears them out like crazy, and then they all pile on top of me on the couch. So normally I binge watch TV shows, and I don't have all the streaming services. How do I get this to stay? Oh, the yard is so lumpy. Crap. The yard is so freaking lumpy. It won't stay. So I stream the shows that I can't get a hold of from the streaming services that I have. I am currently watching The Last of Us on her TV, but it's been a bit frustrating for the past week because her Xfinity box is out and they haven't been able to get a guy to come over to fix it yet. They keep canceling on her, so it's frustrating for all of us. Although that is only a very small frustration that I don't get to keep up with the second season as much as I was before. Although that did lead me to yesterday just taking a nap on the couch and all the dogs snuggling in with me, so that was good. Because after being so stressed out at the dentist, I needed a nap. The dogs took good care of me. After dinner and family time, I went for my workout, but just before I managed to get downstairs, my mom announced that she got a message saying that her summer job has likely fallen through. She is a special needs para and then takes daycare jobs usually during the summer, but the daycare she had lined up is run by a woman with dementia, so that lady didn't even remember promising my mom a job for the summer. To try and avoid thinking about all the what ifs and trying to keep myself from spiraling, I went ahead and did my nails. I wanted to try something new. I'd never done nail stickers before, so I gave them a shot. And yes, I did eventually remove the nail stickers. While I was getting ready for bed, they just started peeling up even though it'd been 4 hours since I put them on. They should have been cured by then. So I ripped them off. I didn't like the sensory issues they were causing anyway, and I was stressed out enough. Let's wrap this day up. I'm doing my wrap up down here in the basement because my mom is sleeping, so shh.
Lucy Lacemaker at the top of our costume shelf, looking not so menacing or horrifying, especially in the dark.
Pet sitting was canceled, so I dropped off my package at the post office, picked up bananas, got product photos done for the tails, but I was a little sad that that took so long because then my computer kept crashing, so I didn't get as much editing done initially as I had wanted to. I also didn't get nearly as much time on the commission as I had hoped. but I stayed up late, took a half hour on the commission. It's about 11 o'clock now, and I usually go to bed about 10:30, and I still have to do my over hour long routine to get ready for bed. With staying up late, I also worked on editing this vlog. So there will be some vlog inception. Did my nails. Don't know how much I really like them. The stickers feel odd on my nails. The sensory issues are real. Tomorrow I do not leave the house for pet sitting because I'm watching my own dog. I'm going to do as much as I can on the commission tomorrow because I have my Saturday video and my Wednesday video already scheduled and ready to go, so I don't need to work all day on editing. I am almost a week ahead for scheduling with videos. Now it's commission time. Technically now it's bedtime. I need to come down from hyping up for editing and working on the commission. Bedtime, sleep, then commission all day tomorrow. Yes? Yes. Bedtime. Immediately after filming that closing segment, my family and I had a conversation about what we're gonna do this summer because my mom has officially lost that job. So she is looking at getting into summer school, hopefully. It's very likely she will because they always need more special needs paras. But that's still not enough for what is supposed to be our usual income. So she will also be taking extra little gigs off of Nextdoor and all of these community sites, like how I do on the regular just to keep my head above the water. Even if you could just subscribe and get some watch hours in on my channel, I would be very grateful because even just that is super helpful. Thank you! Currently what I'm working on budget-wise is I need to get together enough money to pay for my next month of dance class. I will not be going this week because my mouth hurts so much, and also it's not quite in the budget for this week. I'm also currently pulling together enough money to get an e-bike because I currently have a very old dirt bike and she's great, she still holds it together, and I know how to take her apart and put her back together, get her new parts, all that good stuff. But having an e-bike would mean I could get around faster, take more pet sitting gigs, as well as go to the post office and then go straight to pet sitting a lot faster, as well as getting to my dance classes faster and anything else I decide to do outside of my house, which I would prefer to be doing more of, because it gets boring just staying in the house all the time. Also, I need to work on moving my body more and getting healthier, which means going to dance class more often. And it's easier to do that when I'm not exhausting myself on my bike all the way there and all the way back, after having already done a dance class and worn myself out. Fingers crossed we get an e-bike soon. Let's get you reached up. Got a circle. Face. And ears. The image quality is always so much better in the viewfinder until I hit record and then the lighting changes. I don't understand. Anyway, recap for Friday. I spent the whole day with my dog, taking care of him, as well as working on a commission. I did take a little bit of time to myself to take a bath because, again, I'm stressed and my muscles hurt. The Epsom salt is a great help. I did have something cool come up today. There was a woman I had messaged a couple months ago about pet sitting her chickens when she goes on a summer vacation. She finally got back to me after waiting until it was closer to time, because it'll be in June that I pet sit the chickens. I actually have quite a bit of farm experience now, because one of my friends has a farm and I've helped her take care of it over a number of years. So this woman with chickens was very excited that I would be able to take care of her animals, because most people saying that they're able to pet sit are just talking about dogs and cats, possibly rabbits and other rodents. So the fact that I can take care of most animals is very impressive to a lot of the people who have less conventional pets. Today is Friday and we're looking to meet on Monday, so fingers crossed that that goes over well. It won't be a whole lot because the chickens don't need a whole lot of care, but at least it is something where I can feel like I'm helping contribute, because it's been a struggle. Otherwise, I need to finish editing the footage that I got from yesterday and today, and then I am going to get ready for bed. Sweet dreams, y'all! Should we play ball? Good! Just a good boy. Yeah. Puppies! Ain't you a pretty boy? Are you the fluffiest? Are you the fluffiest bean? So cute. How you doing? And backs out. And tomorrow is Sunday. Normally I make Sunday my day off. Fridays are usually like half days. I spend the whole day not working on anything, doing stuff with self-care. Oh my gosh, I'm so red from taking the dog out. And then Sundays are my full day off. However, with how I'm trying to do my upload schedule right now to actually get a proper audience, I probably will at least do a little bit of editing, kind of like what I do with my Friday half days, where in the evening I do editing, but that's the only thing that I do. I only do computer stuff so that I'm at least sitting for a good portion of the day and I'm resting to some degree. Otherwise, Sunday, I definitely need to take a bath for my ouchy muscles. I possibly will read my book. Watch one of my favorite movies. Try to chill out a little bit just to start up on the next week. For anybody who has made it this far into the video, thank you ever so much, and please leave a heart emoji down in the comments, any color you like, so I know who the true wonderful weirdos are. And please remember those... I can't do my outro without the tripod, hang on. Please remember those subs, comms, thumbs, and a ding. I would be ever so grateful if you did. You can support me on Ko-fi, or you can check out the handmade goodies I've got on my site. Everything is linked down below in the description. It always is. And thank you for watching this video all the way through. And welcome to the madness!